All right, everybody, I'm going to run through the 3-year-olds quickly. Almost There Boss raced great the other day, but most impressively was how he got around a half-mile track. Super impressed with Almost There Boss. Amor Diener, the vet asked for another week. This is important. Vet asked for another week. He just doesn't want to see any shadows on that tibia. He does believe he cracked it, which I assume he got cast. There's no way to know, but they are putting weight on him. So we're turning the lemons we were given into lemonade. He'll come back. He'll recover 100% from that. But again, need to make sure that there's nothing showing there when you start him back up. So the vet asked for another week, re-x-ray and go. He should be ready anytime now. Archer's Rainbow School, great on Friday, I'm told, from Harry. So she's ready to go again. Blue Bayou Dio trained great yesterday. She's ready to go Thursday. Dominic said, Dominic, I feel so bad for Dominic. He had a bad couple of weeks, and, this game will, he came here and the horses were racing great and looking great. He was having a lot of fun. And then this is what this game will do. It will make you feel like you're an idiot, like that. One day you think you're a genius, and the next day you think you're a complete idiot, and welcome to horse racing. You need to have thick skin, and you need to be able to wake up in the morning and know that, you are a professional, you do a great job, things will come around, and, it's easy to get down on yourself. And he called me the other day, Glarium tied up, right? Blue Bayou Dio was sick. And I told him, I said, you're not training 5 horses anymore. This is a big burn. There's a lot of spokes in this wheel, and you're going to have to realize that you were brought here for a reason. You're a great person. You're a great horseman. You do a great job. And it's no different than anybody. I don't have to give that pep talk to Harry Poulton because he knows. He's been there forever. He knows the pitfalls of this game, the ups and downs. This game is merciless. Either you have thick skin and continue to march forward, or you just stand still forever and watch it go by. And that's what you have to do. So I felt bad for Dominic. I said, Dominic, relax. You got a great barn full of great horses. What are you worried about? Glarium tying up was not your fault, right? Blue Bayou Dio getting sick was not your fault. Unbeatable Kemp, you didn't even have him. He raced bad in New Jersey. It's not your fault. But things will come around, and this is the stuff that everybody goes through, whether it's Jason or whether it's Harry or whether it's Mario or whoever it is, wherever they are. This game will make you feel like you're a genius and just come right back and make you feel as stupid as you've ever felt in your life. And you just have to continue to push forward. So I'm very happy with the way Blue Bayou Dio is going and will go. She'll be back on Thursday. Bomb Hugger in Corey Stratton's care raced great in the Lady Suffolk. That's all he could do. Outside with the 2 favorites leaving 1-2, you were one of the favorites, but let's be honest, I would rather that Daniel Dubé didn't leave with her, and he didn't. He drove her perfect. She looked good. All the gear looked great. Corey said, are you coming next week? I said, I'll probably never drive her again. I said, go ahead, race her. That's fine with me. Very happy with, very, very happy with the way Bomb Hugger looked the other day. Got the 6-hole in with some killers. Is she going to be favorite? No, she's like 10 or 12 to 1 morning line. But there is going to be races coming up where she doesn't draw a 6.5-mile track. And as long as we continue to race her appropriately, and Mark will, I think you're going to see a very, very good filly throughout the summer. Century Invictus, finding a spot for this guy. Somebody said, well, why isn't he at Mohawk? I can tell you why he's not at Mohawk, because he's not good enough to be at Mohawk right now. That's why he's not at Mohawk. He was entered at London. He didn't get in. Harry schooled him on Friday, said he schooled great. He's going to be racing in the grassroots, I think, next week at Flamborough. I believe that's what I was told. We're not racing our horses where they can't win. So I understand there's a great question. It's a fair question. But at the same token, it's very simple. I've told Harry, I told Dominic, everybody, don't put our horse in where they don't. Now, Brave World's a different situation. This horse has done a lot of good for us. It's been a nice horse for us. We don't want to abuse him or beat him up, but every week we think he's going to be back in that class that he won with James, right? Or that he was 2nd or 3rd. And then he comes out and he's got the 8-hole, or he's got the 5-hole in with some killers. Austin did a great job last night, 6th. Can we find a consistent class for this horse? I don't know. I hope so. We're going to look around and see what we can do. Dustin Hanover, I talked about this guy extensively, why we bought him. Nice father, Patrick Colt, $80,000 yearling. He was not what they wanted, what Nifty and John Fielding and those gentlemen wanted. He was not what they wanted, but he's exactly what we want, right? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for ways in all the time. I can't afford expensive horses. That doesn't mean we can't have good horses. You just have to look around. And if Dustin Hanover in October turns out to be a 54 or 55 trotter that's doing really well in a lot of the classes, This horse got $4,000 made and has already trotted in 55, 56. He's got a long way to go. Long way to go. He fits what we're trying to do perfectly. I'm not always going to be right, but even with a horse like this, if I'm wrong, I'm not going to be really wrong. So these are the types of horses that we want all the time. Isa 10 sent to be bred to international money. I told everybody why. She wasn't fast enough. We could sell her, but there's a lot of pedigree there. And yes, there's a lot of history there too, right? She's a half-sister to one of the best horses we ever had. Horse that meant a lot to me, meant a lot more to my wife. Because I know, because when I sold him in Sweden, a little frustrating the McDonald household for a couple of days. So Isa 10 is bred to international, will be bred to international money. Frosty Trouble, Jason, I haven't sat behind this guy. Jason tells me he's a nice colt. Now, again, how nice, I don't know. I'll tell you after Wednesday, though. Garden State Dio, out in the field. She came back, a horrible first start of the year. But we have to recognize that. This is a better horse than what I'm looking at. You know, I see her school in 2 minutes, last quarter in 28, all over the track, out of gear, and quite frankly, not herself. She's herself now. Let that kick off here. Hold on. There we go. Won't be hard to fix. So, Garden State Dio, she'll come back soon enough. Gemstone Ruby Rose, put her in for Thursday. She's got speed. She won a mile in 58 and a piece, 59 the other day. Looked good doing it. Is she going to go out and manhandle a maiden? No. I'd like to get her a point where by June we can get her back to Ohio racing in the Buckeye or the Fairs and have some fun with her. I like this filly. I'm not sure. I think she has talent. Some days you're like, oh, it's terrible. And the other days you're like, well, she wasn't too bad. She was okay the other day. I want to see her build on the other day's mile. She will be racing Thursday at Mohawk. Okay, where are we at now? Grace is going to be racing this Thursday. Did colic a little bit last week. She's out of the woods now. Her levels are coming down. She trained great. 57 off a half in a minute. I went with her myself. Tuesday I went with her. Didn't get in on Monday, which sucks. She'll be back in Thursday. They trained her Saturday. They'll come back Tuesday. Had some vet work done on her. Think you're going to see this filly go a pretty good mile. She's not going to be at 100%. She's not quite tight enough, but I think she's ready for probably 56 in a piece on Thursday evening. Massive Profit, raced good the other day, just got beat in 55. Good mile for him. Matt's MVP, we'll bring him back in soon-ish. Bring him back in at some point in the next week or so. Miss Sophia Rose raced good last night, finished third in 57. 1-2 skip a few was exceptional the other day. This filly, again, sky's the limit. You know, from a filly that struggled in 2-3 in her qualifier to closing 2 or 3 moves the other day in 57, she's going to keep getting better and better and better. I love it. I love this filly. Procrastinator was great the other night. Really happy to see this horse coming on. He tries. He wants to be a better horse, and he's got all the tools to do it now. He looked good the other day. Purple Aura getting better. I think 2 starts. Give her 2 more. 1, she's going to look good next week. Second start, 2 starts from now, you're going to see Purple Aura regain the Purple Aura status of last year, I believe. Renegade Gypsy, a lot of people said, where is he? Right? You just give him a couple weeks off. And Mary was going to have him ready to go this week. I believe the Grassroots got to be coming up, I would imagine. Resolute Bay, again, they are in Grand River because somebody said, Resolute Bay to Grand River or the Gold? He is right on the bubble. And I'm not saying a word. I'm going to let Harry and James work that out. That's who's going to work that out. I don't know. He's close. He's close to. He's going to be a very, very good Grassroots colt, or I think a pretty good Gold colt. I don't know which one Harry wants to go to, and I'm going to leave it up to him. Him and James can figure that out. Slim Jimmy, he'll be back Wednesday. Gonna need to start. She said when they get that white count up that high, it really knocks them for a loop sometimes. So gonna get a feel for him on Wednesday. I'm not gonna overdrive him. I just want him to start to come back to being Slim Jimmy. That first start was good. 55, last half 56. That was a good start. Then he got sick, race sick, which was bad. Race sick, finished 9th. Then was sick for a week and a half after. You know, it takes away. I know Jason's trained him up hard, but it's not racing hard. So probably gonna need a start or 2. Stonebridge Chicati looked a little sore the other night. We're going to have him up to Melissa McKee's to get him looked at. His knees are a problem. Everybody in his family. Simba's knees bothered him when he was young too. Going to take a look at this guy. Can we treat him? Can we mitigate this? Is he going to need a little time? Can we race him out of the pool? We have a number of paths for this guy. I'm going to speak to the vet. talk to Mario, and then we're going to figure out the best one. He won't race next week. I have no interest in racing in the second leg of the City of London. I want to get his legs looked at. That's what I want to get looked at. So nothing major on the surface, but I know lurking under the surface, some issues with his knees. Undoubtedly, his feet bother him. So we're just going to take it easy for this week, have him up to the vet, and then decide what we're doing with Stonebridge Ducati. Sweet on Pete. I'll be qualifying Sweet on Pete on Thursday. I can't tell you what went on. All I can tell you is we've recognized the issues she had. We thought we treated them. I don't know if the splint was as aggressively treated as needed to be. I'll talk to the veterinarian again. We may have to sneak her through Thursday and then cryo that right after the qualifier. Yes, it isn't the start to the year we wanted, but Sweet on Pete is still Sweet on Pete. Make no mistake. 3 Point Blue Chips coming along very, very well. We're out of the woods now, I believe, with the infection for the foot. That's good. Very good. At some point, I believe, when the surgeons are comfortable with that x-ray with the screw in it, he can win the pool. Now, again, I haven't heard from Andy and Julie in a couple of weeks since the operation, but to me, everything looks very, very good. Taiwan On was fantastic. National Seasons mark the other night after she had tied it the week before. She just looked awesome. I was surprised James was that aggressive with her. I'm happy. A little surprised. She raced fantastic and can't wait to see her race Saturday at the Meadows. Twinbee Habanero, keep an eye on this guy. I saw him on the track the other day. He looks good. You know, this is a horse that was lame at 2. We shut him down, brought him back, had him almost ready to go 3, and then get sore again. Ended up with an OCD that shook loose in his left hind ankle, left hock. We took them both out. He was sound immediately and has been training back and looking very, very good. I'm quietly watching this horse. Remember, very good family, very good-looking colt. Keeping a close eye on this guy. Twinkle in Her Eye is bred to Poppy Rob Hanover right now. I don't know if she caught. We'll know in a couple of weeks. I'm excited. Cross your fingers. Unbeatable Kemp back now. Probably going to train him up hard on Tuesday and look for a Monday start for him. So a week from Monday, you'll see... a week from Monday, you'll see Unbeatable Kemp surface again in Ontario. World for 2, his next start will be a prep for his May 30th start at the Poconos, I believe. Man, he's looked some kind of good, eh? And was very, very good. Now, looking through the age source, I'll give you a little quick update. Adrenaline Rush is back jogging. That has been a disaster for the last month and a half. Bolt Power was fantastic at Glare AM, tied up. First Glance is back with us now. Laugh Now is going to go back. I don't know. I want to talk to James. I just need to ask him, can he do it Mohawk? If he can't, we'll find a spot for him. No problem. Just need to know. LD's Patrick's in Monday. Locatelli is training back great. Look at that Cat New horse from Mark Beckwith. I'll qualify him Friday myself at Mohawk. No Free Lunch was exceptional the other day. Walk on the Moon was good. Again, typical underachieving mile from him, but he raced good. 4th whip, beat half a length in 55. He raced good. Just looking through the list here. Globetrotting's training good, looking good. High Gear No Fear will be in this week. Was sick last week. Levitor shut his air off the other night. He'll be back in this week. I will drive him this week. Sailor trained great, I'm told, on Saturday. Got his feet under control. Got his blood coming back down to normal. He should be ready to go very soon also. Stay Close, I thought, was looking at a massive mile on Monday. I am concerned about that liver count, but it had to be elevated when he schooled the other day. I just don't see how it jumped out of nowhere. I really don't believe that I schooled the horse and at that moment or over the next 24 hours, his liver count jumped to a level that was like, oh my God, that's way too high. It had to be like that when he schooled. Had to be. So we'll see how we'll look at that liver count again Monday afternoon. It should come down to high normal, but I'm not as confident as I was when he schooled. I can't be looking at the blood. Only one count was out of whack though, so we're working on it. Amazon Dragons training back now. What about Kings County? Man, I didn't talk about Kings County in the opening. That is not fair. How did I miss that horse? Kings County was exceptional the other day. Second beat a Nostril, 53 in the open. Maybe I should do an aged horse thing. That's not fair. Kings County was exceptional the other day. Very, very, very good. Stonebridge Simba was good the other day. White Tiger's getting close. Yes, racing tonight. As you can see, I'm going through the ages on this iPad. and Brave World. Just got to find a spot for this guy. I don't know where it is yet. We got to find a spot for him. So that's your 3-year-old and up list. Man, I left Kings County to the opening. That's brutal. All right, I will talk to you all very soon. I'm having a good vacation. It all ends on Tuesday morning, but I'm okay with that. It's time to get back to work. Take care.